This area here has another bright pink-red theme. And let's go over some of the plants. This is the first year that I put this in, maybe the second. In the back there is a wulfenii. That's the one that nearly poked my eye out. Literally had a big, huge thorn stuck right into my eyeball while I was clipping it, like trying to limb up the bottom. And then we have this plant I saved in the winter for, it was in my cedar bed garden. And then I have a bunch of these knockout roses here. And some grass in the middle here. But look how beautiful these are. And more knockout roses. This is a new dawn bloom that looks like it's on its way out, but it's got some more buds behind it. It might be a little too hot here in Florida for new dawn climbing rose, but I have it kind of shaded here with this moonflower that, the moonflower blooms are beautiful, but they come out at night, and actually they're more fragrant than the rose. So that's moonflower and the knockout roses and a crepe myrtle that's in bloom. This is my first blooming crepe myrtle on the property this season, and it's a black diamond. And I'm not really sure what these are. There's some sort of maybe irises, but they don't look happy here because they look a little bit like too dry. And I don't really like the way it looks because it's got the same kind of almost feathery texture as the wulfenii, so I feel like those have to move to a shadier spot. Here are some of these beautiful, beautiful blooms on the knockout roses. And then these pentas are really, really happy here. I feel like I want to fill this whole area with these pink pentas. And then if you go this way across the dirt road, you can see we have all these crinum lilies, and they were beautiful, beautiful, but they're like just fading out. This is one of the ones I saved in the winter. It's another Brazilian plume. This is this little Joe Pye weed that I just planted in here that seems like it's really happy. And then I have another regular Asiatic lily growing over there. I do have baby, tiny little crepe myrtles that this is their third year, so hopefully they leap this year, but these are the ones that I nearly killed. So hopefully they'll give me some flowers this year, and they'll put on some more growth. Maybe, I think these are lower, like 1 to 2 feet, so I'm hoping they don't obscure the crinum lilies, but the crinum lilies, this is probably 3.5 feet, 4 feet tall, 3.5. This one's maybe 2.5. And they really put on a beautiful show. And these are all crepe myrtles in front of them. And this is a muhly grass baby from my other muhly grasses out over by the cedar bed. This is a pink coreopsis that I just planted. And then I have a Russian sage, which I'm sure it gets too wet here, but let's see how that goes. And a couple other things. This one's pretty interesting to me. It's a giant milkweed, and that is in bloom. It did die back. You can see it died back for the winter a lot, and because it was about 4 feet tall, and now it's only about 1.5 feet. And then here I have these I rescued from, they were over by the cedar bed in the pots, and I took them out, and now they are actually flowering, which is amazing because I don't think I've ever had these red fountain grasses repeat for me. Here's another Joe Pye weed. That one's going to get 6 feet tall, hopefully. And then I have my sky pencil hollies, 3 of them. I have 4 of the red fountain grass. These gauras look like maybe, I can't believe it has too much sun. I've had it out in the sun garden before, and it did tremendously. So maybe just a little bit of water struggles, but I try to water them. I have some baptisia, which I'm really looking forward to see if that does anything. It might be past bloom time, but at least they're perennials, so hopefully we get something next year. Look at this. This is putting on a tremendous amount of growth, and it loves it here. These are sedum, autumn fire. Oh, it says right here. Hold on a second. Autumn fire. And actually I have some autumn joys in a little bit of a shadier spot, and I think I'm going to transplant them over here because this seems to be a nice spot for these guys. Beautiful, beautiful salvia, purple salvia, sage, and then this is a euphorbia, wulfenii, and I'm really looking forward to that springing up and growing. So this is my semi like prairie area, and it's my newest garden.